What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We're back with another episode of Custom. Well, no, actually, hold on. This isn't Custom Zombies. This is Black Ops 6 Zombies. All right, I wanted to make this video and kind of go over some things, right? I have a lot of mixed feelings about Black Ops 6 Zombies, and I'm going to try to explain as much as I can, as best I can, as articulate as I can, and pretty much all the things that I think went wrong. Extremely underwhelmed with how Black Ops 6 Zombies has been. I did my yearly trip to New Zealand and played early, and I've got about, say, maybe 15 hours in the game or so, just mainly playing zombies. I think I played one match of multiplayer, which I already knew I liked multiplayer from the beta, just wasn't a big fan of the maps. Okay, so let's get into it. The maps aren't creepy, scary, immersive, and they don't give me that, like, childhood anxiety of being up at 3 a.m. playing zombies as I would like. It's not creepy, it's arcadey, and I know we're watching Liberty Falls in the background of this, but I did play both maps. I just have clear footage for the Liberty Falls one, but yeah, it's not creepy at all. It kind of feels like this is a game that you could play at CC's Pizza on an arcade machine. Like, it's not scary at all. The Terminator games are more exciting in terms of, like, creepy and, like, jump scary, I guess, like you would think, right? So we need an option to make it less arcadey, that's for sure. And one thing I was really noticing, especially with Liberty Falls, is they don't have individual bosses per map. Now, Liberty Falls kind of makes sense because it's supposed to be a little bit more of a casual, arcadey, extraction, let's get out, whenever we want or something like that. It's definitely like this is a warm-up match or maybe a relaxing game after work. Not that I'm a fan of that, because I'm not. But that's how Liberty Falls is. However, with the other map, Terminus, it doesn't have like a set single boss either. There's a Mangler and one other thing that kind of looks like it was spawned from Sons of the Forest, and can't even pronounce the name if I tried it. It's got multiple heads, arms, legs, stick it all out of it. I miss the individual bosses per map. Like, Origin had Panzers, Mob of the Dead had Brutus, the Warden, and hell, even maps that didn't have necessarily technically a boss. There was Leroy and Barry that was useful, and he was a dude. He was a pretty cool, like, you know what I mean? Like, he was something, right? He was like, he could have been a boss, but he's helpful type of ordeal. Ammo is extremely easy to get. There's absolutely no point to even have a max ammo or a special zombies round to get a max ammo at the end of it, because ammo is so plentiful. There's so many spots you can find for ammo crates, etc., that just make ammo not even an issue whatsoever. Pack-a-punch prices are weird as well. So it's a standard 5,000 for the first pack-a-punch, and then it goes to 1,500. That's 3 times the pack-a-punch amount for a tier 2 pack-a-punch, and then it goes to 30,000. That's insane. Why is it so excessive? Why do we even need 3 pack-a-punches? Like, 3 pack-a-punches, it's okay, but the prices, they don't seem to have any kind of order to them. It's just kind of like, we're going to make this expensive. Let's talk about loadouts. Now, this is something that was interesting to me when they introduced it, when I saw that there was something like loadouts for zombies, and it sounded kind of fun. However, it really just does not give me the need to buy a wall weapon or a box weapon, other than, like, maybe I'm going to go for a different rarity, but, like, there's so many options in the box at this point, between guns and rarity and bullshit. I'd rather just pick up the salvage and scrap and just upgrade it to a legendary rarity rifle, my loadout. Like, I don't have a need to hit the box. I don't have a want to hit the box. Matter of fact, I don't have a want to even grab a second weapon because ammo is just so plentiful. It's just kind of crazy. There's no point whoring, which is upsetting, very upsetting. I mean, that's the whole beginning of like a zombies match is good and effective point whoring. Okay, you use a pistol, you shoot them a couple times in the legs, and you knife them for some extra points. Like, where is the point hoarding? I'm not getting any points for just bullets hitting the zombie. I get the points after they die. I'm getting kill points essentially. And I really, really fucking hate that. That has to be one of the, like, most hated things on this list for me, is that there's no point whoring. And it might sound like such a bitch or like a line thing to say, but that is such a classic point in zombies, just a point whore. Where is double tap? What is the point of removing classic perks? Double tap is like the industry standard. Your bullets aren't doing enough damage, double tap. You can't afford pack-a-punch, double tap. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I saw that they added an elemental pop as well. Let's talk about that for a second with the whole perk things. Elemental pop has been really good. Now, it doesn't seem as effective in this game as, say, Black Ops 3. It's just like they added elemental pop and they took away double tap. There's no Widow's Wine. It's frustrating. And I also think Widow's Wine would be super, like, it would make the game like even more infinitely easy than it already is. And I just don't really dig that. I don't really dig that. I've played countless matches with random people, and we have all gotten to round 30 fairly easy, which is not usually the case with random strangers on the internet playing zombies. Matter of fact, normally they go down on round 1. It's not hard. Let me see. No private matches, just solo or matchmaking. So if I want to play with one other person, I can't just load it up with me and that other person. It has to be a full-blown match. It has to be a full match or solo, which is super frustrating because I hate people. I really do. I don't like randoms. Most of the time, it's not a good experience. It takes away from my experience most of the time, actually. All right, let's talk about Easter eggs. There was none available on launch. Why? Do we have an explanation for that? Because I really don't know. I really don't know if Treyarch could release something explaining why there's no Easter eggs at the start. It's really upsetting. It's really upsetting. I feel like I'm missing a crucial part of the map, and it's just not there. Like, it's fun to go, like, hunt Easter eggs. Like, I took the day off of work so I could play early to, you know, experience it, get a video out, like, get hands-on with it. And now I have to go back to work, and matter of fact, when the Easter eggs probably release, I'll be at work. So, I'm very disappointed at not having them available on launch. All right, let's talk about Modern Warfare Zombies, which, stick with me a little bit. There's a whole point to this, okay? Modern Warfare Zombies was like the first in its class to do something open world with POIs and objectives and make zombies a big extraction thing, okay? I don't hate that. I don't hate it, but I do have to say that MW Zombies should have stayed MW Zombies. There's a little bit too much overlap included with the arcadey feel of both the maps. There's too much overlap. MW Zombies should have stayed MW Zombies. And matter of fact, I hate that most of the stuff, not most of the stuff, I hate that MW Zombies had such a play role in how this Zombies is coming about in terms of like how things are set up. Like you can get legendary ether tools and upgrade your gun. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. All right, let's talk about this safe and the safe boxes in the armory on Terminus. They don't respawn. So no matter how many people you're playing with, let's talk about the safe because I have more experience with the safe than the armory. No matter how many people you're playing with, you only have a certain amount of safe boxes. And whether I'm sure that loot is randomized inside of it, but it's not enough. They don't respawn over time. So once you use a key to unlock the safe box and you take all the items out of it, that's it. You're done. You don't get any more. You don't get any extras. It could a lot of times lead to people missing out on getting safe boxes because they didn't get a key till late. Maybe they just didn't get something cool. Like it's not really a fun ordeal. I need them to respawn, even if it's a little bit slowly. I would like to have the option of being able to, you know, every 10 rounds go and have that thing refreshed, or, you know, whatever the case might be, so that way everyone can get a chance to get something actually decent. Sometimes it's not always the case, right? All right, let's talk about the mini map and the waypoints. Old school zombies, or really just every zombies that I've ever played in my entire life, Call of Duty wise, when you got into the map, you knew nothing about it. You had to explore, learn everything the map, right? You had to figure it all out. You had to figure out how to build Pack-a-Punch. You had to figure out where is the power? How do I turn the power on? Sometimes power is a buildable. There's shield parts, right? Exploring the map is a vital importance to, I feel like, not only me, but the zombies community. I feel like we should have the option, and should have had the option, to explore this map by itself without the mini map. And we should have been able to, well, I don't know about should about, like having an option to turn on after you're already in game. That would have been more of an ideal thing, right? So it's like, when you start the game, do you want a mini map and waypoints? Yes or no? No, you don't get them, or whatever the case is. But that doesn't even matter, especially when we're talking about Liberty Falls, because there is no power. And now if we're talking about Terminus, they make it extremely easy to find the power-up sections to defend. And matter of fact, you can do all of them in about 2 rounds early game. So it's not even a challenge, like for example Origins, that sometimes you wouldn't get that done until maybe a little bit of a later round because you didn't make it to that one section of the map, or whatever the case is. You were busy getting staff parts or whatever, right? Sometimes I would say maybe a maximum to round 12 you'd be turning on some sort of power ordeal, and they would attack it as well. You would have to go defend those power deals, and Terminus just doesn't do that, so it's not as exciting. Now, one change to Terminus that would make that a little bit better would just be if they did have random attacks on the power to go defend, and if you don't defend it, you lose that perk in that area until it's back up online, type of deal. Kind of like Origins did. That's a good strategy to me. That's what I can think about. All right, Pack-a-Punch. We already spoke about it a little bit with pricing and, you know, just whatever else like that. Pack-a-Punch isn't unlockable after a certain amount of steps, or / a buildable, which sucks, right? Like, Pack-a-Punch is just available. You buy a door, it's there. You don't have to build it. You don't have to find it. You don't have to prime a teleporter. You don't have to do anything. I don't like that. That fucking sucks. All right. I don't necessarily mind not having to shove my gun into the pack-a-punch machine to get it packed, even though I miss that classic sound. The cha-ching, you know, and then the gun's there, and then having the risk and possibility of losing that weapon if I were to fuck up and go down. Okay. So that's another, I guess you would say, casual little change they made to make the game a lot easier, which not necessarily happy about easier. All right, no resupply on tactical / lethals. Now, zombies do drop certain tactical / lethals on death sometimes. So you can have the option of having certain amount of things, right? But they don't restock per round, which is just kind of annoying. Now, I don't know about the tacticals because you have the it's called a decoy, and you have the option once you get a high enough level to use that decoy as or you can put it on your loadout, and so it works like a very short monkey, but you have 2 of them, and if you have quick revive, 1 decoy is enough to revive your teammate, and you spawn in with essentially 2 little monkeys per game, plus, you know, whatever, if you pick it up. So I'm not happy that the lethals don't restock, though. The lethals should restock. The non-lethals, since the decoy is there, I would say shouldn't restock, because that would just be another casual, easy thing to make the game easier. And like I said, that's not the goal that I'm looking for in a zombie map, is to be super easy. Score streaks, which are they called score streaks now? So it's not necessarily a score streak. You get them from killing a boss, right? Whatever, kill reward, streak, reward, whatever the case is, are weird. The maps are not big enough. The zombies very rarely pile up and stay in the same place for them. And like the chopper gunner, let's take the chopper gunner in mind. As a solo, all the zombies act like you're sitting in the green mist. You guys know what I'm talking about? The zombie blood. It kind of acts like that. And so they all run as far away from you or in a certain radius away from you as possible. And most of the time in these maps, it's a building. And they're in a building and it's useless. The chopper gunner is really only super effective if you have another teammate that is aware that you're going to use a chopper gunner and they are purposefully running zombies in a train, in a line, outside in a nice clear view for you. It's the only time it's effective. The Mangler upgrade thing is cool. That's cool. I do enjoy that. I do have to say that you cannot revive people while in the Mangler form. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. The game is easy enough as it is. So, I mean, but that's something to think about, right? Like, being able to revive in a Mangler suit would be really nice. Maybe sacrificing the Mangler suit because it's armor, right? But it would just make the game even easier and probably more arcadey than it already is. Oh, and you can kill yourself with your own streaks as well. So, yeah, we have to kind of note that it's not a fun thing. We have less collision, if you guys haven't noticed from playing, and if you guys haven't noticed from the clips, we have less collision with zombies. It's a lot harder to get trapped in a corner, and it's a lot easier to slide out of tight areas. So it makes training the easiest thing in the world when you can tank a bunch of hits because you have a 3-plate and jug. And you have less collision, and so you can just slide through the tiniest of little places between the zombies. It really makes you not have to have skill in the way you manipulate how the AI works in terms of training. You know, you don't have as much risk, and you have way less of a chance of getting stuck, which is kind of annoying. I don't like that. I want a challenge. I want to be the best person that runs trains in the world. I want to do it on a tightrope. I want to do it in a tight little fucking building that's impressive and crazy. And you guys are all going to scream and make me famous as a celebrity because I'm the best zombies trainer in the world. You know, that's me. That's what I want. And to me, it makes the game, again, much easier. And since I'm going to forget, and this isn't on my list of stuff to cover, I am going to mention that the augments make the damn game even easier. All the augments and upgrades and all that stuff, as you play, the game will just get easier and easier and easier and easier. And that just makes me very upset. The augments are cool. I like the feature, but they are permanent skills. And the more you play, the more you level up your augments, just the more overpowered you as a player are going to be. And, you know, the average round that you complete may not be 30 anymore. It could be 50 because you have such nice augments. Or you have the most overpower augment set or whatever, you know what I mean? Like it's not fun. All right, so let's talk about Terminus a little bit. It's supposed to be a round-based map. It does not feel like a round-based map to me. You still have the option to extract, and if 2 players on your team accept the exfil, you're fucked. There is no staying behind. Giving this option to 2 random-ass teammates really upsets the shit out of me, because when I'm trying to go for my PB, my personal best, and I just don't feel like soloing it out, or I'm playing, like I said, with a second person, and I can't use go to a private match, and they hit that exfil 1 round away from my personal best, run round away. I feel like I speech impediment into that. I don't have one, but that's weird. 1 round away from beating my personal best, and they exfil. They call that exfil, and they fuck me. It's not a good experience. Okay, let's talk about the teddy bear bunny fiasco. We no longer have our famous teddy bear, our wonderful teddy bear, which I guess somewhat makes sense because this is supposed to be before that timeline, I think. So the teddy bear wouldn't necessarily make much sense in terms of storyline. They changed it to a stuffed bunny, though. And this might just be like a small complaint, but fucking why? What was wrong with the teddy bear? I miss it. Put it back. Okay? Put it back. I don't care if it doesn't make sense. Put it back. That's what I'm used to. This is the only zombies without it. Put it the fuck back. Alright. I think that is most of everything. This is getting to be a long video. I think that is most of every complaint that I have with Black Ops 6 Zombies. I'm sure I missed a couple, and I'm sure there's going to be some stuff down in the comments, and I'm going to be like, man, you're right, or man, holy shit, I'm wrong. I want to make an updated video. This might be a 3-part ordeal. I want to make an updated video in a few months, and then I want to make an updated video at the end of the game cycle, and I want to establish where we all are at and see what's up. If you guys have any other things that you guys can think of, please leave me a comment. If you guys have an opinion on it, let me know. Maybe change my perspective on some things. Maybe you like something that I didn't like, and here's why you like it. So just let me know. We can have a nice conversation. We can still be friends and disagree type of ordeal. All right, this isn't a huge political ordeal. So, yeah. Overall, Black Ops 6 Zombies is giving me the ick. The ick. I don't have that nostalgia with it. I'm going to play it still. I'm going to play the shit out of it, and I'm going to stream it. I'm going to try to have fun. But as of today, Black Ops 6 Zombie gives me the 6 zombies gives me the ick. I can't speak. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Goodbye.